Hello, peoples. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys all had a safe, nice day in 2020. But, anyways, I have a Mandalorian episode to talk about. Season 2, Episode 5. This is the best episode of the season and perhaps the best episode of the show. And it's just because of one reason for me. The lightsaber sequences with Ahsoka were some of the best thing I've ever seen. And that's coming from I like Star Wars mostly, but I've never been the biggest fan of it. I don't watch Clone Wars, and don't attack me because of that. I'm trying, people. Um, like, I don't even like, I don't like any of the prequels. I'm not even the biggest fan of Return of the Jedi. I like Force Awakens, Last Jedi's and Rise of Skywalker was trash. So overall, my relationship with Star Wars is kind of mixed overall, but I would say overall as a universe, I do enjoy and like it. But yeah, Ahsoka. I know she exists. I know she's in Clone Wars, and so I had high expectations. But oh my god, she's awesome. Um, but here's the thing: I have nothing to compare her to, so that she might be even better on the show. I don't know how fans responded. I haven't checked out the internet. I always go in with my 100% opinion and then check see what everyone else says. So I'll say the one thing I did not like about Ahsoka was those. I know this is part of her design. Those white and blue things that she has. It looks like a wig or something they just put on her head. It looks too much like a hat to me. It was too clearly a hat where I could almost see her taking it off. With that, it felt like with a costume like that, you would want the gold to be like, if you tugged on that, it wouldn't fall off. But the way it looked on her, it looks like 100% if someone kicked her in the head, that thing would fall off with her. But yeah, I think just that costume part kind of failed for me. Another thing was I was very shocked to see that Dave Filoni directed this episode because I knew he directed some of the weaker episodes of the show. But wow, this is one of the best episodes of the show, and they did a good job. I still can't get over how awesome those sequences were from Ahsoka. It makes me want to see more of her, and might convince me to go watch the show. So who knows? But anyways, I feel like the biggest shake up with this show so far, this episode, was the Baby Yoda backstory. We learned a lot about him, and we kind of learned that he has a dark side, which doesn't surprise me after that egg gag that someone got, a lot of people got offended over. But it was, like, basically, Ahsoka said it could possibly be another Anakin Skywalker, and I totally get her fear behind that. But I'm very excited for the setup where they go on top of the Jedi Temple or whatever, and he chooses his own path. I don't know. I'm I'm just excited to see whatever they do next with that. But one of my favorite parts about this episode is how they definitely sold the Baby Yoda and Mando connection, because Mando is such not a black character. He's the best character on the show. He's so awesome, but it's just he has the helmet on, and it's not a problem. He Pedro Pascal emotes very well under the helmet. But the thing is that this episode definitely sold the connection that Mando and Baby Yoda has, because Mando really thought that he was gonna give Baby Yoda to Ahsoka, but that didn't happen. But you could see his not his regret, but he doesn't want to do it, but he thinks that he has to do it, and you could tell that he doesn't want to do it. And they really sold the connection with him in the ball thing from the ship or whatever. It's basically the handle thing that Baby Yoda likes to play with. That's like that little object. I want a necklace of that. But yeah, the way they used that implanted it into the episode with the Force, that was really awesome to show how Baby Yoda, he's still kind of like a child. Well, he is a child, but it's really cool how they kind of use that as a pushing and a stepping stone for him to start using the Force. And the thing I don't know about mostly about this episode was Baby Yoda's name, Grogu. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna have to let it sit with me for a little bit. I don't have any feelings negative or against it. I mean, I'm not in favor or against it. I want to see how it works with me. But so far, if I was told that the name of it was Grogu from like the very first episode, I'd be happy with it. So I guess if I had to pick one, I'd say I'm for it. But I don't know. I'm gonna see how it sticks with me. Um, and like I said, I assume Ahsoka, the actress, did well. Like I said, haven't seen Clone Wars. Calm down, comment section. Don't. One time I addressed that in a video, and oh my god, the comment section was like, watch this episode, and this episode, and that episode. Like, what about in order? Then someone would say, no, watch it in order. That's the best way. And then someone else would say, no, just all you need to see. You could skip the first season. I'm like, oh my god. So I just haven't got to it. But yeah, I assume she did a good job because I guess she did a good job. I enjoyed her performance without seeing Clone Wars, so I'll just say that. Well, like I said, the biggest thing I got out of this episode was, one, it had story progression and awesome action. That's what I think Mando should be about, story progression and awesome action. And that's exactly what I wanted, with a little nod to Star Wars here and there, and that's what we got with Ahsoka. And she did mention some other stuff that I can get. So yeah, that was an awesome episode. I want to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's one of the best episodes of the whole show. And yeah, I had a really fun time with it. So yeah, anyways, like, share, subscribe, and stuff like that. And adios.